Okay, let's unpack this one. You know those electricity bills that just make you sigh, maybe raise an eyebrow?
Oh yeah, that moment.
Well, what if I told you there's this idea kicking around, and get this, it's apparently inspired by NASA
Uh-huh.
that wants to completely flip the script on home power.
NASA inspiration always catches the ear, doesn't it? It suggests something, well, advanced. It definitely makes you lean in and wonder what they've cooked up.
Right. It's called the Home Power Shield. Picture this. A device, supposedly pocket-sized, promising to cut you loose from the power companies.
How? By generating its own energy.
Exactly. Green, renewable energy,
Right.
right there in your home. They talk about some kind of breakthrough flywheel technology, having that NASA link. Sounds pretty incredible, doesn't it?
It does. Flywheel technology itself isn't new. It's about storing energy mechanically, basically in a spinning mass. Okay. But making it pocket-sized, efficient, and continuous for a home, that's a huge leap.
Hmm. So today we're diving into this home power shield concept for you. Someone curious, wanting the real story, fast but thorough. We're just looking at the idea based on the info out there.
And the core promise is quite something. Your own personal mini power plant.
Yeah, one that supposedly works no matter the weather, rain, shine, day, night.
Which already raises a few questions about the renewable aspect, but okay. The main claim is generating clean electricity for your appliances.
With minimal investment, they suggest, and no special tech skills needed.
That's always appealing, the idea of simplicity and low cost.
And it goes beyond just saving money, right? They talk about energy independence.
Which is a powerful motivator.
And, peace of mind, like during power outages, storms, that kind of thing. Real self-reliance.
Absolutely. That resonates whether you're in a big city or somewhere more remote. The idea of not being dependent on the grid is very attractive.
Okay, so digging into the details, or what details there are, there's this FAQ section, first big question that jumps out. What is this home power shield exactly?
Right. They call it a revolutionary solution, mention the flywheel tech. But the actual how it generates power consistently in a small box, that's fuzzy.
Yeah, revolutionary is great marketing, but the mechanics aren't really laid out.
Yeah.
Then, okay, building it, they say it's easy, follow the blueprints, no tech skills.
Well, what about tools? Do you need specialist gear? A soldering iron? A multimeter? Anything beyond a screwdriver?
Good point. That's not mentioned. It makes you wonder how simple it truly is. Any electrical project needs some care.
And caution. Safety's paramount.
Then there's the cost. How much for the parts? Are they easy to find?
And are there ongoing costs? Maintenance? Replacement parts? The initial affordable materials claim needs more substance? A parts list would help.
Definitely. And then the really practical stuff hits you. Like, can it actually run my big fridge? Or is it just for charging phones?
And is it noisy? A constantly spinning flywheel, even a small one, might make some noise.
And the all-weather thing. What happens in heavy storms? Or just, at night, how does it keep generating?
These are the core usability questions. If it's truly weather independent, the energy source needs explaining. Is there a battery involved? How does the flywheel itself get spun up initially and kept going?
And how long is this thing meant to last? A year? 10 years? Do I need to keep tinkering with it?
Maintenance is a big one for any mechanical device. And safety, again, is it safe indoors? Risk of shock.
You wouldn't want something sparking away in the corner.
Not at all. Proper casing, insulation, circuit protection. These are non-negotiable for home appliances, especially DIY ones.
Then there are other niggly things. Like, can you use it if you rent?
Good question. Landlord permission. Any regulations?
Do you need to register it? Can you build a bigger one if this one isn't powerful enough?
Scalability, yeah. And is the blueprint physical paper or digital? Can you travel with the device?
So many questions. And this, for me, is where it gets really interesting. The initial pitch sounds amazing.
Very compelling.
But the sheer volume of questions, even in their own FAQs, makes you stop and think.
It does highlight a potential gap between the concept and the execution.
Like, if it works that well, and it's that easy and cheap, why isn't everyone already using one? That's the elephant in the room, isn't it?
It's a fair question. Sometimes there are hidden complexities, or perhaps the scale isn't practical, or maybe the efficiency isn't quite as claimed.
And is it truly eco-friendly? What's the life cycle of the parts? Does building it add value to your home, or is it just seen as, well, a project?
Right. What happens if a part breaks? Is there support? A warranty? Can kids or elderly people safely use it?
And the big one, can you genuinely go completely off-grid with just this device?
All valid points. These practical, logistical, and safety questions are crucial for assessing real-world viability.
So wrapping this up, The home power shield concept, it definitely paints an attractive picture. Energy independence, clean power, all that.
It taps into a real desire for self-sufficiency.
But wow, the number of unanswered questions, the things glossed over in the initial description and highlighted by the FAQs. It really shows the gap between the shiny promise and the practical hurdles.
Precisely. The core idea is intriguing: a personal, all-weather power source, but without clear details on the technology, the build process, the safety, the actual output, it remains largely conceptual.
So the final thought for you listening is, where's the balance? Does that exciting idea of energy freedom outweigh all these complexities and unknowns we've talked about?
It's definitely food for thought. It makes you consider what aspects of energy independence are most important and what trade-offs you'd be willing to make as new technologies emerge.